Hi guys, my name is Rosie from Rosie's Miracle Oils and my channel What I Know 777. I was reflecting the other day on the year 23 and 24, and they were the hardest years I've ever lived as far as trials, tribulations, warfare. And so I was reflecting on that. But as I was reflecting, I also reflected on my many blessings, on how strong I became spiritually, mentally, and physically. And I thank God for that. And I will also reflected on the fact, and it almost went over my head, that I didn't catch a flu or a cold in all of last year at all, not even one time. I didn't go to the doctor for any of that. And I was reflecting why. And it's because I was very proactive when it came to my immune system. And there's a verse for that. Faith without works is dead, right? And so how did I become proactive? Because in doing a lot of research, I also researched about my immune system, and I found three wonderful resources here on YouTube: Dr. Berg, Dr. Mandel, and Dr. Barbara O'Neill. And I'll tell you one thing: if I was to break my arm or have surgery, of course I would have to go to the hospital for that. Anything else, general practice? No, sir. No, ma'am. I would do a lot of research myself. And let me tell you why. I think it was at the end of 2022, beginning of 23, I went to for my checkup, and I was pre-diabetic, and I had other things that were not right with my body, right? And right away I was prescribed drugs, and I said, no, I don't want to take them. Retest me later, but I'm gonna try to figure it out myself. And so I did, and that's how I stumbled upon these doctors. They have cures for everything, but guess what? Holistically, and in a matter in which I've been doing research. Everything good comes from above. Dr. Barbara O'Neill comes from Australia, and she was ousted from Australia because she has written a lot of holistic books on how to cure a lot of our own diseases holistically. And she has a huge platform here on YouTube, and like I said, she was ousted from Australia. And I wonder why she ruffles so many feathers in the medical community. She has helped so many people, including myself. Um, Dr. Berg is another doctor here on YouTube, and I want you to listen to him. I added him to this video. He's going to tell you, he's a doctor, so from his own mouth, he's going to tell you why it is so hard for them to come on YouTube and tell you cures that are holistic. And me, I have to put a big, huge disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I am not an esthetician. I just happen to research information, and I use it for myself, and I share it with you guys, because to me it's not fair, and it wouldn't feel right for me to know something and not share it with people. That's just the way I am. Like I found through reading the book of Esther, I found how to keep my skin looking very healthy, and I have shared that with you guys. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not an esthetician. Disclaimer, disclaimer. It's just information that I found for myself that I'm sharing with you guys. And I also found a way to improve my immune system through these doctors. I do it every single morning, and it is in probably in your pantry too. It's so simple, guys, and I will continue to do it, and I will continue to bring information that I find for myself. So that's my disclaimer, is for myself. But I share with you guys I share with my own family and with you guys. And so I'm going to flash these doctors' pictures just in case you want to look them up here on YouTube. Dr. Berg, Dr. Mandel, and Dr. Barbara O'Neill. Okay. Dr. Eric Berg is an excellent resource here on YouTube, and so is Dr. Barbara O'Neill from Australia. She has a lot of great resources. And lastly, Dr. Mandel, he does a lot of short videos on health. Look them up. Guys, now that you saw their names, look them up. But I implore you, if it's up to you, free will. But if you want to learn how to improve your immune system, not to get colds, or if you have anything else, at least consider other information than just running to the doctor and popping a pill. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. Like I said, disclaimer, I'll say it a million times. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an esthetician. I just so happen to be a testimony of things that I do holistically that they're working. Nowadays, I believe that we need to look more into our own bodies, be more aware, and before just popping pills. You know, when you go. I mean, I'm not saying don't take medical information. I'm saying consider that there's other sources and there's other ways. And that's what I do, and that's all I share with you guys.
Happen if you chewed one clove daily for just 7 days. Recently, I did a deep dive into the research on clove, and it blew me away. Wait till you hear what this spice can do for your body. Everyone has cloves in their pantry, and all you have to do is chew it every single day. And I think most people know it's a natural painkiller, especially for a toothache. The natural chemical in clove is called eugenol. And the properties of this eugenol, which is in cloves, can mimic the effects of lidocaine, but cloves do it without any side effects. But it doesn't just work for toothaches. It works systemically on a lot of other inflammatory conditions, arthritis, swelling, joint pain, anything itis, because it's a very potent anti-inflammatory. In certain studies, it mimics the effects of NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, like ibuprofen, and without the side effects. Certain properties in cloves have potent antimicrobial effects, even with antibiotic-resistant bacteria as well, but also with fungus, viruses including herpes simplex 1 and 2, candida, and even in certain parasites like malaria. It mimics the effects of antibiotics without disturbing the good bacteria. Apparently, clove oil breaks open biofilms, which is this calcium protective layer around bacteria. Clove can actually break that up so your immune system can kill the bacteria. And another mechanism of why it works is that eugenol literally shuts off the energy source to a pathogen, starving that pathogen of energy so it can't reproduce. Another interesting effect of clove is what it can do for blood sugars. Apparently it can make insulin more sensitive, creating effects like metformin, but in a mild form. Clove has cancer-fighting properties as well, working similar to certain chemotherapies. The research on this I'll put down below involves several studies. One are lab studies on cancer cells, as well as animal studies. And no, there's no human studies done thus far. The effects are the inhibition of cancer cell growth, and that study was from 2017 Journal of Molecular Oncology Research. Other effects of clove include detoxification of the liver. And then we get into another interesting blood thinning effect, very similar to aspirin. It can help prevent clots that could end up being either a heart attack or even a stroke. You cannot use any of these claims when you're talking about cloves. And it's not because cloves don't work or create a positive effect on your body. It's basically because medicine owns disease. Legally, if a natural remedy improves a disease state, it is classified as a drug. And if someone prescribes or recommended that drug for that disease condition, they're practicing medicine without a license. If you even take a bottle of any natural remedy, you'll notice that there's a disclaimer. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, mitigate, which means lessen or prevent any disease. We have to put these claims on all of our nutritional supplements that it basically doesn't help you. It doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, medicine has a monopoly over disease. And God forbid that any natural remedy ever cures anyone. Because when you start curing people, boy, are you going to get in trouble. You're going to be called a quack. You're going to be practicing medicine without a license. I mean, I just find this so bizarre. Only drugs can cure or treat disease. My question is, can a drug actually heal you? Drugs manage symptoms, and that's really what it's all about. And my 2 cents on this is, okay, fine. If you want to take full responsibility for diseases and healthcare, go ahead. But make sure you really get results. And unfortunately, we know that drugs don't actually heal the body, and our medical system does not work. It's super expensive. People are not getting healthier. I know so many people on at least 6 to 10 drugs managing their symptoms, but they're not really getting healthier. And unfortunately, when I was in practice, the scope that I was given was very, very, very thin. Even if someone wasn't getting results with medicine, what I've been doing is focusing on health. And that's something that medicine doesn't focus on. They don't focus on diet. They don't really talk about nutritional deficiencies. They're not trained in that. Making sure that all your organs and your body is not dependent on some other thing like a drug. I did digress on this topic. Let me get back to cloves, a simple home remedy that can do a lot. And because I'm not selling anything, there is freedom of speech for me just to tell you what's in some of the research on certain natural remedies. And what makes this dialogue legal is my disclaimers, okay, in the description. Basically, this video is not intended to help you in any way other than to educate you on the benefit of cloves. So on that note, there's a couple more things that cloves can do. Number one, it can help boost your mood. Number two, it can help get rid of gas and bloating very quickly because it increases certain enzymes in your digestion. Cloves have a higher ORAC, which is an antioxidant scale, than blueberries. Cloves help decrease mucus, and it can also help you with breath if you have bad breath. Couple different ways to take cloves. You can just chew on a clove and then swallow it one a day. You can take clove oil and put it directly on a joint that's inflamed. And you can even grind a clove and put it in a smoothie. All right, thanks for watching.
Can do for your body, you are going to be shocked. And consuming just a pinch of clove on an empty stomach has positive effects when it comes to glucose and insulin levels. It has a direct effect on the pancreas, allowing normal insulin levels to be secreted, so that glucose, those sugars, can get into the cells of your body easily. And yes, it will make you more insulin sensitive and less insulin resistant. And a pinch of those cloves will improve your digestion. It will improve secretion of your digestive juices. It will help coat the mucosa of your stomach. And its antimicrobial properties will kill unwanted bacteria in your gut. And chewing these cloves first thing in the morning increases the production of saliva, which is where digestion starts. This will increase peristalsis in the intestines. It will prevent constipation and allow you to become more regular. And when it comes to liver health, this has amazing hepatoprotective effects. And the active compound in cloves is eugenol. And this can help promote new cell growth as well as detoxifying the liver and protecting it. And people have been using cloves for centuries when it comes to your oral health. It works as an analgesic, where it will take away pain if you have a toothache. It reduces inflammation, gingivitis, prevents plaque, and will fight bad breath. And cloves contain manganese and flavonoids that help increase bone density. And its powerful anti-inflammatories can help reduce inflammation throughout the joints of your body. And because cloves are antiviral, it can help in blood purification. It reduces the toxicity within the blood. It's great for colds, sinuses, bronchitis, as well as flus. And when it comes to antioxidant properties, these are what prevents free radicals, oxidative stress from the body. This prevents cancers and other conditions that lead to other future diseases, as the eugenol in these cloves showed to be 5 times more effective than vitamin E, which is another potent antioxidant. And remember that all diseases are tied to inflammation.
Clove water every morning can transform your health? Dr. Barbara O'Neill reveals the incredible benefits of this simple morning ritual. Clove water is a powerful, natural detoxifier. It aids digestion, boosts immunity, and fights inflammation. It's packed with antioxidants that help your body fight free radicals and improve overall vitality. Simply soak a few cloves in warm water overnight, and drink it first thing in the morning. This tiny habit can improve your digestion, support liver health, and promote healthy skin. Start your day with clove water and feel the difference. For more health secrets from Dr. O'Neill.
Disclaimer, I'm not a medical doctor. This is just information that I'm sharing with you guys.